Hey y'all, welcome back. I hope that you had a great weekend. I'm not sure if you'll see this afternoon. This is Sunday, but we'll see. So I know many of you were wondering, did they go back to that sale? Y'all know we went back. We kind of talked like we weren't and almost acted like we weren't, but of course we got up. I was second in line and Greg was third in line. And what did we go after? What was the main thing that we went after? We went after the green bowls, and Greg wanted to go after a couple of things. He wanted the mortar and pestle, and it seemed like there was something else he wanted. I don't know, I can't remember, but I'm going to show you after this, because I've already got some style things, so I'm going to take you around and show you some of the things that we've already got styled. But for right now, I'm just going to show you the things that we were able to pick up at 50% off. And some of which will be going to our booth. So we did, I don't know if this, like somebody changed their mind on it and it got put back, but we were able to get a breadboard. Now it doesn't say bread on this one. It is light colored. I think that it is might be like the 10-inch diameter one. Might be a little bigger. I don't know, I haven't measured it. But this one I do plan on selling in my booth. So if you're local and you're wanting a breadboard, this will be at Antiques on 231 sometime this week. I'm not sure exactly when I'm going to make it over there. Greg was able to get this hobnail. It is marked Fenton right there. Sorry, you're not going to be able to see it anyway, but it's right there. Beautiful cake stand. He actually has two of these, so he bought this one to go to the booth in case many of you enjoy the hobnail. So this will be going to the booth as well, along with the breadboard. He did pick up another little, I think, is this called duck bowling? So he picked up another set, and this one sort of has the red and black on it. So he picked this up. It does have a ball. If I can find it. One set he got didn't have a ball. I'll show you that one. Now, right now, the plan is, I think he got this to sell. Because we have the set Jean got us, the big set we bought the other day, and then the set that didn't have a ball. So I don't know that we need to have many more of these. So the plan is to put this one in the booth. Now, as many of you saw from the video, there were so many baskets of all different sizes, kinds, styles, makers, all the things. And I'm really drawn to the baskets. I love the baskets. I did get a basket for me that I'm going to take, when I show you, you'll see where I styled it. But in some of the baskets, you know, after I really got over there and looked, I looked at a few the other day and the prices were a little out of my price range. But then once I really got to look, and some of them with the half off, you know, were a great deal. And I had a few, and then I kept kind of going back and forth. But I'll show you what I did get. I did get this wall hanging basket. And so I know that people I like wall hanging baskets. I have nowhere for this. So this will be going in our booth, and how great would this look with some greenery coming out of it? That will be a really good find for somebody. And then I got this, I don't know the exact name, but you know, the fisherman's basket. We have one. This one, but the one that I have, we got at the flea market, and I have a friend that wants to buy that one. So this one we will be keeping for us. Oh, sorry. And I really want to style it outside on the porch, but I also don't want it to get ruined. So I'm not really sure. I haven't decided where to style this yet, but it'll probably be in my fall decor. Now, we did get some more of the antique athletic photos. I was still not able at even half off. Well, even at 75% off, I would not. 75% off is today. I was not going to be able to touch the antique photos. So this one is signed Yours, Bob. And I can't make out what the last name is. Some of you may know. I probably should have looked it up. But we grabbed this football player. I don't know anything about football, so I don't know if that's college, pro. I have no idea. But some of you may know who that is. I got this little this little, let's see, there we go. Little boy in his baseball uniform. How precious is that? Now, they were $5 yesterday at half off. I got this, and I think this is going to be awesome if I, with that little football vignette that I do in the fall. But it's a team that is, in action in the game. I can't talk. And then I grab this. Now, I needed this like I needed a hole in the head, but there was probably, if there was any other ironstone, there were some dishes, the Bluebird dishes, and they may have been ironstone. I was able finally on the half off day to kind of get over there and look. So those dishes were cornered by the antique photographs and the jewelry and the coins. And that area, it was almost like people were kind of just waiting to look at those things. So I never really got to get to the dishes. They're beautiful. I do like the Bluebird dishes, but this was the Copeland set. And that is not the ones, I like them, but that's not the ones that I am, contemplating collecting. We've talked about that before. But anyway, say all that to say, there was one Johnson's Brother ironstone covered dish in there. So, I already have this, but I had to get it. Now, I will probably put this in my booth, but y'all, ironstone just does not, it's a very slow seller for me. I've even brought some home that I've put in the booth before. I'm a little impatient, and y'all know it's hard for me to part with my ironstone anyway, but this piece, I think it's the exact same size as the one that I have, so it will be going to the booth. So I got this for $5. It is the graduating class of 1912 from St. Mary's Institution. I have the corner here. I'm going to see if I can't maybe tape that back on. I have two corners missing. Well, we may just not worry about it. My plans for this, I don't know if I told you this was $5. My plans for this is to either get a frame, an antique frame, and add it to my gallery wall, or get an antique frame and add it in my classroom. Since it is a graduating class, I do teach younger students. We do keep a focus on meeting their goal of graduating. So I'm not real sure what I'm going to do with this. Now, I know I'm saying antique photo, $5, other antique photos I couldn't even touch. There was a story there as to why the antique photos were so expensive, and it's not my story to share. But I know I'm confusing you when I say, because y'all know I buy antique photos all the time, and when I say that I couldn't afford those, but hey, this one from 1912 is $5, just know there's a reason, and it's not my story to share with you guys. Now, Greg did get some more of the juggling pins. There's a medium-sized one. Look at the patina on that. I actually really like these colors. He got, this is a ½ pound, and it's another with a Spalding mark. There's 6 in here that he is planning on putting in the booth, and as far as it being these exact 6, I'm not sure. He might go through and pick out ones that he's going to take. He also got some more of the dumbbell weights, but you're going to see all that. I'm going to take you on a tour here in a little bit and show you the things that I have stocked. I found this. It says Golden Cameos. It was just laying in a windowsill, and I think it's matches. I don't want to open it. Like, the whole thing's gonna, the bottom is trying to fall apart on me. So I got this. Even though it is matches, I'm gonna add it to my ladies' things in my bathroom. Okay, y'all, so everything else that we purchased from that sale were larger items and some smaller items that we've already styled. So I'm going to take you down, and we're going to walk around, and I'm going to show you those things. Okay, so let's do things just a little bit different. Instead of just showing you some of the items, I'm going to show you how we styled them. So there they are. We did go back and get the bowls on the 50% off day. Let me pull one out. So here is the bowl, a little bit closer up. it is a pattern that nobody seems to really be able to find out much about. I found one bowl, and I think it was this bowl on the internet, and all it said was like wave as far as the pattern goes. There are a set of 5. So it was just an extremely rare pattern, and I think that's why we were drawn to it and went back and got it. So there it is, and I'm not using my regular risers that I use on my Pyrex because they're just not very stable. So they're a little crooked. I'm gonna have to work on that. And just, there's the little Bible I bought on the first day. Let's see. Did I get anything else? Greg sort of did some rearranging last night. He didn't like where I had the bowls. But I think that's it for this shelf. So let's move on. I did get those 2 top little books there. And duh, I got the book beside the Bible. Now, all of those were half off, and they were copyright dates in the 1800s. Now, Greg did go back and get this mortar and pestle, so we swapped it out for the one that was up here. This one flows better with these. It's the same color. So I'm a little shocked that that didn't get purchased on the 25% off day. But there, it didn't really change the looks of that. But in case you forgot, there's our mantle all decked out for summer. And then Greg did go get this Birkin on the 50% off day. It is very large, and it is extremely heavy. There's down in there. I don't know if you can tell how big it is. So I put it here. Sorry, this is going to be a mess of video, isn't it? And just got a little stack going. The little stools that I bought to a stack, the others that I had, and brought them in here. We'll take a closer look. So I got this one on the first day and this one on the first day. And there's a little damage on the feet, so they're not really, this one right here is not really standing up straight, which kind of makes the whole thing look like it's leaning. But there is what I did with the new stools, just combined them with the stools that I had. This is what I did with the big bowling ball set that we got. Or it's not big, but we have 3 different sizes. So I just thought something different. I put them here with a set of weights. We'll see how long they stay there. I think Ruby's very interested in them. Greg got this smaller set on the half off day, and we couldn't find the ball for it. So I just added it to this little table in an ironstone bowl. If you haven't seen, I've just got a little bit of 4th of July. That's an antique postcard. And then I have some photographs that I bought from Antiques on 231 right there. So from the laundry basket thing that we bought at Antiques on 231, we decided to, for now, we've got the juggling pins that Greg is keeping, and the weights. And so he did go back on half off day and buy a few more. So that is how, there's Maggie. That is how we have them styled for now. And there's all different kinds of wood tones, sizes. You know, I know I showed these on the last video, but You know, some have the bands, some don't. But so the only thing I think that is in this cabinet is I added the 2 forks from the Civil War in there, but I will go ahead and we can just look at this cabinet real quick. I always have new subscribers. It's just full of treasures that we have gotten. This is new, and this was a Facebook Marketplace find. It is gorgeous. It is, of course, good old Homer Laughlin. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I think his stuff just stains the best. Here is the salt box for now. It is with the spice box that we bought last weekend. And there is my little kettle grease holder that was stained and crazed. We're having a storm and the power got knocked out. I haven't reset the clocks yet, but that just kind of looks perfect right there with the spices. Okay, and I did have to change where I was keeping the stone fruit. The bowl I had it in just got too full. And Greg did get a couple more pieces yesterday. He got 2 more lemons. Although the lemons they're not the same. They're not like the stone, like the lemons that we've got. They're like that. So it's very different from some of the older pieces and then the ones that we got. But we did get the watermelon. Now, this is not like, well, it is stone. I think it's marble. I'm not really sure, but it's not the stone fruit that is, you know, like the tangerines and the plum. But it is, for now, watermelon. Watermelon is hard to find, and online it is crazy expensive. So for $2.50, we grabbed that. I did put this trophy that I bought the other day out here in my hutch, just to kind of go with some of the baseball stuff, even though the baseball stuff is all over in the other one. It just fit better here. And then the little one I bought just stuck in there with the glove and the baseball for now. It stopped storming and it just got even muggier than it was. I haven't swept the porch off, y'all. I'm trying to be very discreet with my filming. All right, I did go back and get this basket on half off day. I really was undecided. I was second person in the house, and the guy in front of me, I thought if he gets it, it wasn't meant to be. But he didn't get it, so I grabbed it. Let's see if I can get a better look. I think these baskets are cool. It does have the leather handle, and it has these, I don't want to undo it all, but it has like those straps. So it's not antique. Can't be antique with that. I don't even really know how old it is. But here is the age on it. So if you know anything about it, please feel free to share. But for now, I like that there. It's not enough greenery. I just kind of pulled this together, and we'll see what it needs. All right, so like I said, today is 75% off at that estate sale. If you are local and you have estatesales.net and you attend estate sales, you know very well which sale I am talking about. It is by, again, Southern Crossroads Estates and Tag Sale. You can go on to estatesales.net. You still have time. They are open till 4 today or until the last customer is there. It is 75% off with the exception of jewelry, furniture, and baskets. They are remaining. Well, the jewelry is not on sale at all, and the other items are the baskets and furniture are staying half off, but then all the other items, dishware, things like that, are going 75% off today. So it was an amazing event. I'm really glad we got to be a part of it. You know, we got some treasures that we would not have been able to probably ever get, especially with the 50% off prices that we got. That was great. So anyway, you guys have a great week. I'm not sure when I'll see you this week. I have a very busy week with college classes. So until I see you again, happy thrifting.